tips that girls picked up when they left that salon.
Oh, when they went back to their own salon.
Waxing wrong way. And you'd be like...
Who showed you that?
Who showed you that? Oh, that's what I was showing you. Really? Were you? Are you sure? I don't think you were.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Is this intro?
Yeah.
All right. Guess who's back? Back again.
For God's sake.
What the plug is back.
4 attempts.
Tell a friend.
And she's still singing.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Too much.
Yeah, silly.
Way too much. Welcome back anyway, you mother pluckers. How are you?
Hope you're all good. Oh, so close to Christmas now. Do you know what? I looked at my calendar for the first time today and thought, shit.
I know, a week in tomorrow. By the time this comes out, we'll be well into a week in.
Yeah.
Well into it.
Be Boxing Day.
Be all done and dusted before we know it. New me, new year, new me shit.
Oh,
all that
God, we'll
bollocks.
get on to that.
Yeah.
But hope you've had a fantastic week. How's your week been?
Well, I had my night
God.
out, didn't I? I had my Christmas night out.
Yeah, you
I had
did.
my girls' Christmas night out, friends' Christmas night out. Believe it or not, I were in bed for 11. But I did go out at 4, so that's quite good. And then the day after, air at dog, mate. Just got straight up. I thought, do you know what? The only thing that's going to sort this out is if I go to the shop and get a WKD immediately. I mean, it were about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it were acceptable. And then I were back out again, bottomless brunch with all girls from salon. Great.
I'd have been sick.
Oh, do you know what? I were only an hour in. Bearing in mind, like, I'm kind of like the boss, so I have to be normal, semi-normal. I were about an hour in, and I was spinning out. You know when you go to the toilet on a night out, right? And you don't realise you're that drunk, dear, until you sit on the toilet on your own in cubicle and you think, I am absolutely hammered.
You got to have a talk to yourself.
You just look down at yourself and think, I'm smashed. And then we went to a bottomless brunch in Sheffield. Went to Turtle Bay one. Have you been to a Turtle Bay one?
Yeah. Good.
Great.
All cocktails in it.
Absolutely fan. Well, what did you think I had?
Mojito.
A mojito, of course.
Course
I
you
had
bloody
a mojito.
did.
Yeah, I had about 75 mojitos. And then I went and played mini golf after. Wrecked, got on last train home. I had a great time.
Stunning.
So the day like Monday, yeah, we're a bit touch and go.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm glad it's all out at way.
1 weekend.
1 weekend all out way.
Done and dusted.
Done. Over with now.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
Have you had a good week?
Yeah, so I went out Saturday. Waiting to Leeds.
Saw your Instagram pictures. Absolutely phenomenal. Please wear a suit more often.
Do you like it?
Stunning.
Yeah.
Of course I like it. But I did notice though.
What?
I did notice.
Go on.
You know, like Honour's Trendsetters episode where you
Yeah.
said you were going to bleach these brows.
Yeah.
They weren't bleached, love.
They were a bit lighter.
Well, let's just talk about them right now, guys. I've just sat down to do this podcast with him and looked to my left and went, what the hell is going on with your eyebrows? Well, I said, why are they like an inch long? Well.
So I went a bit crazy. So it was Saturday, I'd finished work. We're getting, thinking, God, I need to start getting ready to go out. And I thought, I'm going to bleach them now. So bleached them and then put a bit of tint on and then they went a bit greeny.
Oh.
And then they went a bit warm.
Well, what did you put on them?
I don't know.
Did you just put ash on them? Did you bleach them and then just put ash on?
No, I think I put ash and light brown. They still had a bit of slight tinge of khaki.
Oh.
And then they went a bit warm. And then I just thought, I've not time to tint them again. So thank God for Colour Fix. So I just put that on them.
Yeah.
So they are
Itchy brows,
still
Colour Fix.
a bit warm. But I have ordered that. It's Alexa Stone's brand. It's called Sensorium.
I've heard about it.
I had one before. That's what I used on Halloween.
Is it?
That's what I used on my brows and beard. But
That
I've
were
ordered
really good.
another one. So I'm not going to tint them because I'm just going to either use Colour Fix to make them dark or this like fake bleach brow
To make them look light.
thing to make them look light.
I'd be
So
tempted
yeah.
to try that.
Yeah, try it when it comes. I mean, I ordered it Black Friday and it's still not come.
Is anybody having that problem at minute, like where they're ordering things Black Friday? I mean, I'm not going to start naming names, but there's a lot of these big brands out there that has not got my delivery. You know who you are. You know who you are. If you're listening in the head office, you know who you are. Get it sent out.
But
Otherwise, I'm going to blacklist you on this podcast.
I'm still waiting for some stuff. 2 orders. But there's been strikes, hasn't there? Or is it coming up? Or
I
there's
mean,
something
who
with
needs
Royal
this
Mail.
shit? Do you know what I mean? Who needs this? Who's got
I just
time
want
for this
me
shit?
delivery.
Oh God, I do this every episode. I drop my mic every episode. I get so into it. I just throw my mic around.
We're going to set a GoFundMe page up for some microphone
mic.
arms.
Have you seen my mic? It's just like, it falls over all up the place because I can't. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Is that it? Right.
But
yeah, it's. I mean, who's got time for postal strikes at this time of year? But that's why they do it, innit?
yeah.
So getting back to your brows. Why are they an inch long?
Because while I was bleaching them, and then I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to wax end off.
So
and then I
not
can
only
draw
did
it
you
on.
bleach them,
Yeah.
you thought, well, let's just go all out.
Yeah.
So next week you're going to shave them completely off.
No. I can just draw end on and make them like a.
Oh, please
So I did
stop.
it
This
on
is like shaving your head to wear a wig.
I did it on Saturday, and I drew them on like I had them face threads, like tail up and out towards temple.
Like them, like that face tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I drew it on like that, just end bit. But yeah,
Silly.
you know, just living life,
Do you remember
guys.
when makeup artists used to do that?
Apparently, it used to be a thing at Mac where you'd have to like
I
shave the
weren't
tail
going to
off.
say it. I wasn't going to say the brand, but yeah, fuck it then. Yeah, that. I weren't going to say the brand, but there we go.
Yeah, so that very
I'll
well-known
say it now.
brand.
Yeah, that very well-known brand. So I used to have so many girls that used to come to me that literally had a centimetre long brow, and I'd say, where's the rest of your brow? Well, there's there's this well-known girl who works at Mac and blah, blah, blah. She shaves end of her eyebrow off, and so she's told me to shave the end of my eyebrow off to draw it on straight. I was just like, would you shave all your hair to wear a wig?
You're asking wrong person.
Well, actually, you would, yeah. But I would just like, this is just madness. Thank God that trend's gone. I mean, has it gone?
Well, clearly not, because I've just done it. Clearly not.
Well.
But moving on from our wildlife
Have you watched
over the past week.
Have you watched anything on TV at the minute?
Wednesday.
I've seen so many TikToks about this Wednesday.
You need to watch it. So good.
Is it
fashion.
a cartoon though?
No, but the fashion's everything.
Is
so
the fashion
good.
me? All black?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right then.
You'll like it.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'll watch it.
But today's episode, we're going to be talking about training, education, going on, masterclasses,
Yep.
furthering your education, what to do on training.
Putting money and time into yourself,
And
making yourself a
just-
brand.
Yeah. And, if anyone's listening who's not in the beauty industry, we're also going to tell you why you need to get in it.
Yeah.
Because it's bloody good.
And there's room for everybody.
Yeah. So, I'm going to start by going over kind of if you are looking to get into the industry, my biggest piece of advice would be to find out what treatment from the beauty industry you want to be offering.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning, don't try and be a jack of all trades.
You do try and train in everything, don't you, at the beginning? Because you want to just offer everything.
Yeah. And you're going to go on, 5 different courses. There's so much to take in that when you come to actually do your case studies or your treatments, you're just lost because it's so much to take in.
Yeah.
So my biggest piece of advice would be just choose one treatment and throw yourself in it and find out, research who you want to go to as well for training.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't just go on like the first one that pops up on Google.
Or the cheapest.
Yeah.
I mean, I have had a certificate, not a certificate, like a flyer put through our salon door offering a brow lamination cost of 50 quid. I mean, you can't even get treatment, can you, in some places for 50 quid?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Crazy. But
Crazy girl.
we've not said that in a while.
Me and my friend James say it all the time. Wow, crazy. Crazy girl.
But yeah, do your research, have a look online. And with looking on like Instagram and stuff like that, just beware, people share what they want to be seen.
Yeah, they do.
So, if you're looking at different training providers online, they're going to share the best work.
Of course they are, yeah.
Read reviews. If you know someone in industry, start speaking to them, see where they've trained or if they've got any recommendations.
Yeah, and I think as well, like, if you've seen that, like, somebody has trained there, just send them a message. It's all right, you know, like send them a message, ask their opinions, you know, like on it, you know, would you recommend going there and stuff like that? Because guaranteed people have always got a little bit of like either good or bad feedback about it. They have got some honest feedback.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of feedback we've seen throughout the years, you know, everybody's honest, aren't they?
Yeah. If you could give somebody one treatment to training to begin with.
Me?
Yeah. What would you say? Brows.
Yeah. Because brows, I think with brows, there's so many different avenues you could go down with brows. So you can just do obviously like a simple tint and wax. You can do HD brows. You can do brow lamination. You could do brow bleaching. You can do microblading. You can do ombre, semi-permanent brows. You can do henna brows.
Yeah.
All them different treatments that you can actually do from brows. But the main thing, really, which makes you a good brow artist is having an eye for perfection, like having like an eye for detail, taking your time, being like a perfectionist, and I think, what's the other one?
It's that design. Like if you can see the design.
Yes. Yeah. If you can you've got to be able to do a good brow shape. You've got to go, girls, you'll understand, if we've trained you in HD brows, you'll understand us saying, you know, big, medium, like, what do you speak?
Big, medium, small.
Big, medium, small.
2/3 and a third. Incline, decline.
Yeah, incline, decline. It's got to have all them. So your brows have got to have factors. Oh my God, I'm giving them a training lesson. It's just in me. It's just in me.
You've got to be able to see as well the end goal.
Yes.
You've got to be able to look at a set of brows.
And be able to redesign them in your head.
Yeah, and know exactly what you're going to do and be able to see in your head how they're going to look.
Yeah. Do you know what tips I used to give little tips to my students? Because like when you're obviously doing training and you're a trainer, you get on a chair with your student, don't you?
Yeah.
And I used to say to my students, when you're practicing and stuff like that at home, for me, when I was becoming a trainer, I knew how to do brows and I knew how to design them, but I wanted to be able to design every single kind of brow and every kind of face, because obviously that's what I was teaching. So I used to go through magazines.
Yeah.
And you know, like if on like any magazine, I used to find the points on the brow and draw them a brow on.
Yeah.
Redesign the shape of their brow, and it was so good. So I used to tell my students, if you're wanting to constantly get into that, redesigning the shape of brows and put your points on a brow on a magazine, work your way, do every set of, bloody hell.
Yeah, every set
the
of
magazines that used to be in my
Yeah.
house with big, medium, small, incline, decline, 2/3 and a third. I mean, them three things just stick in my mind.
Yeah, brows is a good one to start with, because once you've got the kind of like, I don't want to say the basics, but once you've got the like foundation,
Yeah.
you're good to go, and
Yeah.
then you can build on it. Mm-hmm. And like you said, go down like brow lamination or henna or hybrid or whatever it is.
And I do think there's always going to be a market for that eye package. It's the first thing that I do anyway. First thing I'll look at, and teeth, but we're not dentists, are we? So it don't matter. But I will look at people, obviously, straight away. You're looking at their brows and their lashes. That's your form of contact with people. So I think people will always be interested in having brows and lashes and that whole eye package thing.
Yeah. And I think as well, if you're already in the industry, like, you can never stop learning.
Definitely not. I've said this before on previous podcasts that we've done, previous episodes that we've done. Even me, I've still paid. You know, like I paid to watch Claudia Louisa's when I first started doing brow lamination, and I paid to watch her brow
like
lamination.
masterclass.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it were quite pricey at times. So me and another stylist put twos. And we sat and watched it together, you know, like, because we were another trainer, actually. We sat and watched it together. So we just split the bill, but it was great. Yeah. Well, good. It definitely helped us. And I would definitely recommend for other people to always follow and, like, always try and excel yourself.
And, like, upskill yourself.
Yeah.
I think as soon as you stop investing in like your training and keeping up to date with what's going on and the latest trends or like treatments or techniques,
yeah,
before you know it, you've fallen way behind. and
God,
everyone's
yeah.
10 steps ahead.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no one's ever too good at something to not need to continue learning.
And there's always somebody that is willing to work extra hard and do that extra training course and do that extra late night and get to be a better stylist and a better there's always somebody that's willing to go the extra mile, because in this industry, even though I hate this, but it just happens, people do see each other as competition.
Yeah, and
it should never be like that. Like I hate it. I hate it all being like competitive. But a lot of girls do, and guys see it as competitive, so they wanna, put more into their skills. They wanna, they wanna invest in themselves.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like there's a salon not far from me, and one of the girls who works there and does like lashes and makeup, they do brows at that salon, but she comes to me.
Yeah.
And
that's fine, yeah.
She just likes how I do her brows.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know in our town, like in the town where my salon is, there's 13 hair and beauty salons.
Jesus.
13. I mean, about 11 of them have worked for us. Like, and they've like set up like around, but like, but we've like my mum's had that salon like 46 years, so there's no competition really to us, and we don't see anybody as competition, because we will still be fine with each other and stuff. But there's a lot of people that will have this is actually a funny story. I once had another oh God, I've always got a story. So this girl once came to me. She was a nail stylist, whatever, nail tech. And she once came to me and had her nails done. And she brought me this picture of this really extravagant nail art. Anyway, I did them for her. She was like, I just want a treat. I just want my nails done. I was like, yeah. Did her nails. She went back to her salon. Her boss took a photograph of them and put them all over their social media and said they'd done them.
What?
Yeah. The same day. So that was... that were embarrassing. But
Silly.
I mean, I know, all I did was just like the picture. I didn't even say, oh my God, that's my work, or anything. I was just like
they would have known full well that you'd have seen it, so why do it?
I know, crazy
girls. But yeah, like there should be no competition, because best believe if I run out of something and you're down the road, and it's run up to Christmas, I'm going to come knocking.
Yeah, what have I said today? I mean, my order has not come, and I've had to ask him if he's got anything in stock for me today. Fuck, because
the shop is open. What business? Have you got any
stock? Because I'm going to have to buy some off you. My orders haven't come.
But we are also going to go into some tips for you as ex-trainers or coming from ex-trainers for when you go on training.
Yeah.
So before we dive into that, we're going to take a quick break. Right, while we're taking a quick break, take this opportunity to leave us a 5-star review, only if you think we're worth it, on whatever platform it is that you are listening to this fantastic podcast, if I do say so myself. And we're back.
No.
Hope you had a nice little break there.
Oh dear.
Grabbed yourself a little drink, little toilet break, whatever you did.
Yeah.
But we are now going to share some tips that
us as ex-trainers
would
suggest for somebody going on a course.
Yeah. So, my number one tip is for all of the stylist therapists out there who are fortunate enough to be sent on training by their employer. So I would say treat it as if you are spending your own money to go on that training course, because your boss or the company that you work for are investing in you as a stylist, therapist, artist, whatever it is, and investing to better your career by putting you on this course.
Yeah, they're giving you a skill that you could literally take all over the world, really.
Yeah. So, and this, is just from some experience. a lot of the time people just weren't that interested. They'd been sent and
tell.
they just kind of were there
Yeah.
just to get it done.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's an opportunity.
When we were working at HG Browse, you know, you could always tell when you've got it's because obviously they paid for the employers paid for the course,
stylist, yeah.
and then you would have a stylist 2 and a stylist 3 that'd come on, wouldn't you? Like that got it as a discount price, but it's still a lot of money. It was still a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you could tell. So please, like, this gets my back up. This actually gets my back up because obviously I'm in a position where I have paid for girls to go on training and stuff like that. And you want them to take as much in it because training's a lot of money. You know, you put a lot of effort into it and you're actually investing in them. Because you want to, not only do you want to offer that treatment in your salon, but it's an actual compliment if somebody thinks that you are a good enough, you know, stylist or therapist or whatever to actually go on that training.
And your manager's chosen you to be the person to go on that course.
Yeah.
To do that treatment.
And to trust you doing that treatment in their salon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely, you know, just try and take it in as much as possible.
Yeah.
And you'll never know when you need to know all that information. If then you go to another salon, if you've not really listened in your course and you're, you know, like you just think, oh, whatever, I ain't paid for it anyway. What if she sacks you the week after? And you've got to go to another thing. You've got to go to another salon.
So, yeah, just take everything in because you've been chosen to go on that course for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't see it as, oh, I've got to go to this training course. You should be absolutely buzzing that you're going on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Something else I would say is ask as many questions as you can think of.
Definitely.
We used to get, like, when I used to teach, so many people would sit there and you could tell that they had so many questions, but they almost felt embarrassed because it were like a group of 12.
Yeah.
They didn't want to ask a question because they were scared it were going to be a stupid question or a silly question.
So
Like,
it literally is like going back to a school environment, isn't it? No matter how old you are, if you go on a training course and you sit there, you're instantly a student again and you instantly feel like you're at school. I mean, I go on training courses now and I do feel a lot better and more confident because I have been a trainer.
Yeah.
So I know, and we used to say to them, like, at end of class, has anybody got any questions? Silence.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, I know you have. So just go and ask me, come and ask me after. And they'd come and ask you after. But like, you know, there's no question as a trainer. There is no question that we have not heard.
No. I used to do a thing before lunch. I'd say to them, well, I want you to all think of one question. And when we come back after lunch, we'll go around.
Yeah.
And then nobody was singled out. And like, because you can feel a bit like, oh, I don't want to ask that because that might have been in the manual I should have read, or that it might have covered that already and I've just not understood it.
Yeah.
But
I just think
ask.
and I think it's super important that you must take as much notes as possible in your own like understanding of it.
Yeah.
Because you will always get a pack. Like, but how many people read through their manuals after they've done the training? They'll read through it on day, and then after they won't.
You never read it again.
Like, I got like a crazy amount of manuals for when we did the laser hair removal training. But I actually wrote my notes down for everything as she was saying it on my, like, because I kind of understand things as well, and it gets into my head if I write it. Like, I understand, you know, like if I've actually done the action of writing it, it sits in better. And then like now, if I need to like refer back to anything, I look at my own notes rather than the manuals and stuff. So I do think, you know, sometimes just, and if you don't understand anything, you don't think, oh, I'll message him about that. You never do. You never do. You never message them about it. You never email them about it or anything like that. Because I do know that there were a thing that I've seen it on a lot of training courses where girls set up WhatsApp groups. That sometimes
after they've been on the training.
Yeah, but that sometimes I found that to be a bad thing sometimes, because when I've been on training courses, they've all said, oh, let's all get in a WhatsApp group and that. And I've been like, yeah, okay, I'll never read it anyway. But they will, instead of asking the tutor, they'll ask each other. questions.
Yeah, and then when you're all newly qualified
You
in
haven't got a
something, or
clue.
you've just learned,
Yeah.
and then you get in like information that's diluted, and he said, she said.
Yeah, oh no, we do it like this, and oh no, she didn't, she said it like that. And then you've got 10 girls in a WhatsApp group all doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You're better off just going to the top. It's nice to see each other's work, follow each other on Instagram for a bit of support and stuff like that, and like pictures or whatever. But I think WhatsApp groups,
Yeah, just stick to training provider.
who's got time for a WhatsApp group anyway? Have I?
Not you.
Have I?
No.
Absolutely no time
not.
whatsoever for a WhatsApp group. If you want me, come and knock at my door and I'll still not answer.
But yeah, so I would just say, just don't be afraid to ask like questions. And as well, don't ever feel like once you've done your training, that's it. Like,
no, it's
you
not.
paid for the training, don't matter what brand it is, you should always be able to. And
support.
I think in all cases, or all I'm aware, like, know of, you can always go back
and say, we need help with this, or
yeah, and you'll get a reply, whether it's you ring them up, you email them.
This is a really good thing. I mean, I don't really know about other companies. I'm guessing that they all offer this, but HC Brows were really good for this, and they still are. I would like to think. I don't know, because obviously I'm not in it anymore, but we always had like a stylist collective where, you know, like people would send in pictures of their work and email pictures of their work if they were struggling, and there would always be a trainer on there that were answering, you know, like, and telling you and giving you tips and stuff like that. You constantly got that support network. You had refresher classes, you know, like I used to love refreshers. Absolutely loved it. I used to love having girls come back and show us what they've been doing in salon. Some of it were
especially
disastrous.
if you've done it like
I'm not gonna lie, some of the tips that girls picked up when they left that salon,
when they went back to their own salon,
waxing wrong way. Do you know like obviously when you wax, you put it on like in the hair, in the direction of the hair growth, putting it on other way. And you'd be like,
who taught you that?
Who showed you that? Oh, that's what I was showed you. Really? Were you? Are you sure? I don't think you were. Oh, funny. Such good times we've had. Such good times.
I absolutely love training.
Oh, yeah. I did. If I could go back and just teach refresher classes, I would. Like, I used to love a refresher.
So we're going to move on to...
Go on.
Why you should get into this biz.
Oh, why would you not want to?
Do you know what I mean?
Why would you not want to be like us?
I mean, first of all...
Join the cult.
Yeah, join the cult. If this podcast don't make you want to join the beauty industry, I don't know what's going to...
I know. Oh, wouldn't want to be us.
But this is the time when it's all of... And I hate it. New year, new me. No, you're still the same dickhead you were last year.
I definitely am. No, actually, I do not want to be the dickhead I were this year. Definitely not.
But
that's another podcast.
Yeah. It's getting to that time, and you know, forget the whole cheesy new year, new me thing. But this is the time when people are winding down at work in like their normal, like, well, not normal, but like 9-to-5 jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And people are thinking about career changes.
Yeah.
They're thinking like, oh, January, like
I'm not doing that this next year.
January
you know, you have
blues.
people say that, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just going to share some little, not tips, some facts.
Yeah.
On the beauty biz and why you should get involved.
Yeah.
So the biggest attraction I would say for a lot of people is that you can be your own boss.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of it as well is you get, like, in this job, because you make people feel so good about themselves, it's really rewarding that you make all these people feel really good, and the message you're after. I've had a girl message me today actually saying, I just want to show you your amazing work. My sister's going to come to you. I absolutely love my lip filler and blah, blah, blah. And it's so nice. Like, she's got all her makeup on and a night out and that, and you make somebody feel like really confident. I've just had a girl last week who's getting divorced, and she sent me, she never had the confidence to have lip filler, now has had lip filler and absolutely killing it at life. Oh, she is living the dream. Like
Go
sending me
on,
pictures
girl.
all the time. Like I've got my confidence back. Like I love this lip
Yes.
filler. I should have done it years ago. Yeah, like just and it's really rewarding in this industry to have, you know, people feel good about themselves. And that's a definite thing to get into.
Yeah.
That's a definite reason to get into it.
And I think as well, you can choose your own hours.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's what I love. I obviously only work one day a week, Saturday,
Yeah.
but I can choose my own hours. Like Saturday, just went out in Leeds.
Yeah.
I just did like 4 hour in the morning.
Yeah. Because you knew you were doing something. Yeah.
Just a bit of drinking money for that day. Do you know what I mean? Some beer tokens. But if I don't want to work a full day, I don't have to.
Yeah.
If I want to work a 12-hour shift, I will. Like,
Yeah.
you've got that flexibility.
Yeah.
And I think especially if you've got like kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, it would be, yeah. And I think as well, like with people who have home salons and stuff, I know
Yeah.
like a couple of girls who's worked in our salon, they've now gone to go and do it at home because they've got kids at home and stuff like that, and they've got like little cabins and whatever in the back garden. So it's easier for them.
Yeah.
Totally get that.
Yeah.
Me, personally, like what you do is incredible. Working and having a salon in your home is incredible because I could never do that.
What do you mean, like through the week and on a weekend?
I have to have a separation.
Oh, I love it. I
Do
just
you-
don't like people. After
Well, you're in wrong job, love. I'm sorry.
no, I do obviously my clients, but after COVID, I've just become such an home bird.
You are a little bit
And I
like a
just
bit of a
think-
recluse, aren't you, since COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to travel.
See,
Here,
with
there,
me,
and everywhere.
I like the whole commute to work. I know. Weird. Crazy.
Because you listen to this podcast.
I do listen to this podcast. No, I don't, actually. I like the whole, like, driving to work and putting my music on and just been in a Beyonce chill vibe. Well, it's not a chill vibe, is it, when Beyonce's on?
Love that
You
for
won't break
you.
my phone.
Love that for you.
Thank you. But yeah, I could not do the whole home salon thing.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. I love that. I get up, get ready, come downstairs. Alexa, play Beyonce Renaissance. Oh, shit. No,
What?
no, Alexa. Alexa,
No,
stop.
Alexa, stop.
I forgot she would be behind me.
We can't say that because
Do
she
you know what I
just
mean?
literally
Come down,
sat.
get
yeah.
that on, candles lit,
Yeah.
music on, good vibes, clients in. I love it.
Yeah.
And I know some people who also work from home who have got kids and they're like, I just book out the school run.
Yeah.
I'll have 2 hour off, in the morning, 2 hour off in like when I pick them up.
Yeah.
Work around whatever it is I'm doing. So,
Yeah. So yeah, you can be your own boss, definitely, and you can obviously choose your own hours and you choose your own holiday days and whatever you want, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you are thinking of getting into this industry, you can train whilst you're still doing whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah.
Can remember when we were trainers at HD and we had like police women, like
Oh my God.
firefighters, nurses.
What's the
literally
weirdest
everyone.
Right, this is a question. What's the weirdest job you've ever been told that they are?
I can't think.
Mine was that she sold private jets.
What?
That she always sticks in my mind. I hope you're an amazing brow stylist and I hope you're listening to this podcast. But I said to her, what do you do for a living? She sold private jets. Yeah. Like, I think she sold one to like Aerosmith or something. Something mental.
Surely commission on that must have been killer.
I know. Like, yeah, she just completely wanted a career change. People wanting a career change. I love, like,
Yeah.
yeah, they were like police women. And,
Like
and I'd say, oh,
vets,
what
everything.
do you do? Oh, well,
I've had a lawyer before.
I sell private jets, but I just do brows on side. What? Like, how random.
Yeah.
Wow.
But if it works for you,
Works for you.
do it. If you got a passion for it,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah. Club promoters. I've had like club promoters, like everything. Anything and everything.
Yeah.
Models. Like, we've had a few models, haven't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
That's trained to do it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I guess-
Actresses. Oh my God. We've had a few celebrities.
Yeah.
Atomic Kitten.
Looking back on where we first met.
Oh my God. And we kept going in the staff room, right? And I was like, I just want to sing Whole Again.
Yeah.
And they were like,
It were
do
like
not sing
on
it. Who
tip
were
of me
Natasha?
tongue. Yeah.
Oh, she was lovely.
Yeah. Really nice.
Yeah. I mean, I were a bit starstruck, but all the girls who were on course with her didn't really know who she were because they were quite young. But I walked in to do the presentation and literally went, like, and I was like, you can make me whole.
She was
again.
first celebrity I met, like, working.
Was she?
Yeah. Because I'd not done, like, Harley Street or, like, MTV World.
Do you know
I'd
who
not done
mine
anything
were?
like that.
Do you know who mine were?
Who?
What a bang this were.
What?
The first ever celebrity that
Who?
I met through work. Ant and Dec. What a banger that were. Do you know what I mean? Like, that nearly blew my head off. I thought, oh my God, I'm meeting Queen next. Like, I could not believe it. I was like, wow. If I'm not in Buckingham Palace next week, the only way is up from here. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Well, yeah. Rest is history.
And then you were seeing Geordie Shaw that week after. No offence, Geordie Shaw.
No. But yeah, hope we've inspired you.
Yes.
To take a leap if you're thinking about joining us.
We're gonna do an episode. Yeah, we're gonna do an episode as well about all the exciting things that we've done in the industry. Tell you a little bit of funny stories about them and stuff, and you know, exciting projects we've worked on and done and stuff. Because it does kind of like, I think it fascinates some people. They're like, oh my God, as if you've done this. Did you do this? Did you do that? So we're gonna tell you all about how we did that on another episode.
And I think as well, just on that, a lot of people, when I'll say, I've done this, I've done that, they think it's like this most glamorous thing you've ever seen. And I'm like, no, we were far from it.
Yeah.
I've been awake for 48 hours.
Yeah, love. And I look it.
But I'm looking forward to it because there's more fun. It's more funny stories.
It is more funny.
Than, it don't matter where we were working on or whatever like that. It's more the experience and the funny stories because trouble, drama, and just shit just follows us around.
Us too.
Yeah.
Story of my life. Story of my life.
So that is an episode not to be missed.
And that will be the final episode of the whole season. What a fun season it's been.
Are we at the end of it already?
I know. It's a bit sad, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And we need a break.
And you need a break from us as well.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in season 2 with more exciting things anyway, won't we?
Yeah.
So come join us next week, guys. And thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for the support and the love. Keep sharing. Keep answering us questions when we put them little stickers out on Instagram. And
have a fabulous weekend, guys.
Just do you, boos, and have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.